Carl Jung invented an archetype which contains all the repressed psychological parts of a personality. He called it the shadow. In childhood, the shadow is mostly developed. Society, your parents, and you yourself regulate upcoming impulses. Only what is acceptable for the listed instances and many other factors can be successfully integrated. The other psychological impulses will be repressed. Repressed parts can, for example, be aggression, sexuality, as a man showing feminine traits, or as a woman showing masculine traits, and so on. But the shadow can also contain positive aspects, like showing affection, being merciful, forgiving, loving, etc. Since the shadow contains all that is repressed, it is also the storehouse of your disowned potential, containing everything you need to become whole. It is a lifelong task to successfully integrate your shadow. In this series, we will take any fictional character and try to uncover his or her shadow journey. Naruto Uzumaki had a very traumatic childhood. His parents died a few minutes after his birth. The beast, which was responsible for many deaths, including them of Naruto's parents, was sealed inside him, and therefore he was socially excluded by nearly everyone. Growing up as an orphan was probably the least traumatic experience compared to being the vessel of a monster, which conversely disqualified him of being socially accepted. But Naruto never lost hope, and after Iruka showed him some form of affection, Naruto became serious about reaching his dreams. He was always optimistic, hopeful, forgiving, and caring. All these attributes make no sense after everything he went through in his childhood. That means that all the hate, misunderstanding, mobbing, social exclusion, and so on flowed into his shadow. The raw accumulated destructive energy for all the irrational negative things that happened to him came all together in this one archetype. We should not forget that Naruto for a long time didn't understand why he was hated that much. He already was an orphan and it wasn't his decision to be the vessel. The representation of his unresolved traumatic causes was there the whole time, being the consequence of everything that happened to Naruto in his childhood, represented by, as you might thought, the Kyuubi. The Kyuubi was the shadow of Naruto. Raw, hateful, destructive energy, able to destroy everything that stands in his way. Whenever the shadow sees an opportunity to have any kind of influence, it tries to reach out. In Naruto's case, the shadow always showed up when he was confronted with his own weakness. Sasuke nearly sacrificed his life to protect Naruto from Haku. Naruto was unable to be helpful, and in that moment he thought he was responsible for a potential death of a friend, and the influence of the Kyuubi reached him immediately. After Orochimaru, with his immense presence, tried to take the scroll from Team 7, Naruto gave his best to protect the scroll, again unconsciously using the influence of the Kyuubi. Later, when Naruto was pinned down by pain and Hinata died in front of him, his shadow took over. The Kyuubi nearly got Naruto to break the seal. The shadow contains all your repressed, unintegrated parts, but that also means that it contains your abandoned potential. If you successfully integrate your shadow, you regain the energy and parts lost along the way. The shadow is also your potential. To confront and integrate your shadow, you most often need mentors to guide you. In Naruto's case, he had 3 major mentors on his shadow journey. His first mentor made him aware of his shadow, also showing a different perspective, not just depicting the Kyuubi as bad, but also as a potential source of power. His second mentor helped him to win the one-on-one clash by force, already gaining growth but still not the full potential, because she in her lifetime didn't know better. His last and final mentor showed him the perfection of an integrated shadow, how it could and should be if you want to reach the highest possible. Every mentor was important for Naruto. Jiraiya made Naruto conscious to use the power hidden inside him. It also was the first time Naruto entered the realm of the Kyuubi. Kyuubi. Naruto's inexperience is demonstrated by the fact that he couldn't even perceive the Kyuubi completely. Nevertheless, he learned to enter the shadow realm and use small portions of his shadow consciously. In Naruto's first voluntary one-on-one confrontation with the Kyuubi, Kushina appeared to help her son, gaining more chakra from the Kyuubi. It also was an important and huge power-up for Naruto. It demonstrated that Naruto has the chance to win a fight against his shadow and engage with a greater portion of his shadow energy without losing control. But Kushina and Jiraiya didn't teach the most important lesson for shadow integration, which is the attitude towards the shadow. Carl Jung once said, "The attitude which the conscious mind takes towards the unconscious determines the attitude of the unconscious towards the conscious." Until this point, nearly everyone around Naruto and he himself saw the Kyuubi as raw destructive power, which had to be repressed and sealed away. Jiraiya held the key for the seal, and when he wanted to entrust the key to Naruto, Gerotora and Fukasaku argued against him, that the key should only be used to strengthen the seal, not to open it. But Naruto's final mentor showed him otherwise. The beast can become a partner for life, and if Naruto wants to master 100% of the Kyuubi's power, they need to become friends. The shadow has the same attitude towards you as you have towards the shadow. Naruto and the Kyuubi had a constant fight throughout the story, because they were confrontational every time they met from the beginning. But the older and stronger Naruto grew, the more he accepted the Kyuubi, and with B, the final lesson was taught.
なあキュービー、俺はないつかおめえの中の憎しみもどうにかしてやりてえと思ってる。
That was the start of the beginning. Shortly after the switch in attitude, Naruto learned that the Bijus have names too, and his is called Kurama. After Naruto became more positive towards Kurama, Kurama also became more positive towards Naruto, talking to him and voluntarily gifting him chakra. We should not forget that the shadow can contain positive aspects too, like hope, forgiving, and so on. And if this episode would be about Kurama, the roles reverse, because Naruto is the shadow of Kurama. Step by step, both grew closer. Finally, the seal opened, and Naruto completely integrated his shadow. Kurama and Naruto became friends by complementing each other. It was a long, hard road, from not even being able to see the full shadow to permanently open the gates, from not being aware to hate to acceptance to union. A lot of patience, strength, and acceptance was required for Naruto to bend the immeasurable hate Kurama had towards the world, which also was his own unconscious hate. Naruto was able to manifest his full potential by integrating his shadow. The shadow journey Naruto successfully participated gained him the power to fight any possible evil and let peace prevail. Thank you for watching the video. I'm really looking forward for this series, making more Jungian shadow analysis about fictional characters. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and write your opinion in the comments. And hopefully, see you soon.